Hi, I'm Tara. Today I'm going to show you how to do a simple poster using a few typography tips. So the first thing we need to do is open Canva and pick whatever size suits your project best. I have picked YouTube thumbnail, but as I say, you pick whichever one suits you best. So my poster is going to have a surfing theme, but you can incorporate any kind of image you want. It's just to get the general idea of how to put it together. So the first thing we're going to search for in Elements is we're going to search for surfboard. We're going to search in Photos. And I'm going to pick this one here. So this is actually labeled a man surfing. So, sometimes different pictures come up depending on what you key in. So if you can't find this picture and you're specifically looking for this picture, it's called A Man Surfing by Kananori. Excuse the pronunciation. So we're just going to click on it and we're going to make it out to the full size. And I'm going to keep it within the page range because of something that I'm going to do later on. So if you move it to the side or then it might not necessarily work what we're going to do later, or it might be a little more difficult. So I'm going to add a gradient to this. So the way we do that, I'm just going to reduce this down slightly, the actual page view. I'm not actually changing the size of it. So we're going to go back into Elements. So we're just going to click reverse out of that. And we're looking for a shape this time. So we're looking for a square shape. I'm going to bring it up to the corner. And again, I'm going to make it the same size as the artboard. And then I'm going to click on Color. And then this box will appear. I'm using the new version of Canva, so if you're still using the older version, it might look slightly different. But what we're looking for is gradients down the bottom. So when you click on gradients, it will automatically pick the default colors. But when we click on this plus sign up here, it'll then give you the option that you can change these. So the first one I'm just going to leave it as is for the moment. And then this one, it doesn't really matter what color this is because I'm going to reduce the transparency all the way to 0. So I might just make that one a little more orange, maybe. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to move the box back in because I only want the gradient kind of on one side of it. But it will adjust the gradient for you. So now I'm going to add some text. So we go over to the left hand side again and we click on text. And you can click add a text box or you can just hit T on your keyboard. It will bring you to the same result. Then we have a text box. I'm just going to make that slightly bigger. I'm going to type the word surf. I'm just going to make it slightly bigger. And I'm going to just tilt it slightly. And I'm going to change the font. So again, this is also dependent. If in the new version it's on the right hand side, in the old version it's on the left hand side. So I have picked a font called Brittany. If it has a little crown beside it, it means that it's part of the Pro version. And if you don't have Pro version, then you will have to pay for it when you export it. You can get the Pro version for free for 30 days. You can download it and you can use it for free for 30 days. So I think it is worth it. But sometimes, sometimes there are fonts there that are just as good in the free version. So and I quite like this. I quite like this font called Brittany. So what I'm going to do is just make that slightly bigger. And I'm going to go up to the transparency and I'm going to reduce the transparency down to about 35-ish. It doesn't have to be exactly. I might just make it a bit stronger actually. And then I'm going to duplicate it. So we just hit this plus sign here and it will duplicate it. And then I'm just going to take the angle off it. So you can do that by eye or you can go to position. And down at the bottom, it's currently -7.8. So we're just going to make it 0 and that will make it back to a straight line. And then I'm going to change this to time. So I'm going to have surf time. That in there, and I'm going to make the transparency on this a bit higher, maybe 65. Let's move it over a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text that kind of follows the curve of the wave. And I'm going to do that by using an app within Canva called, so we click on apps over on the left hand side, and I'm going to search for one called Typecraft. So even if you just put in type, it should throw up a few of them for you. So here it is here, it's called Typecraft. And it's this little kind of blue and yellow icon. So you just click on it twice and it will open a separate area for you. So this is the app that it opens. So it has a few different sections. So this is where you type whatever it is you want to appear on your actual artboard. This is the font area, and then you have style none, unfilled, outlined, the color of your font, and you can have mirror points. And then this is where we edit the actual curve. So I am going to just change these to, I'm just going to type, it's going to say Shaka to all, which is basic. It's kind of a, Shaka is like waving to someone when you're surfing. It's kind of slang. And then I'm going to pick a font called Adventure Script. So not all of the fonts that are in Typecraft are within, sorry, the other way around. So not all of the fonts that are within Canva are included in the Typecraft app. And that kind of goes for a lot of the apps. Sometimes you'll find you've picked a font in your main project, and then you go and you want to do it, you want to do curvy font, or you want to do something with it, and you realize that it's not actually in the list. So you just need to be careful, if you want all of the fonts to look the same, that it's best to check Typecraft or the app that you're using before you make that decision. So we are going to pick Adventure Script, and then you just click back, and then it will show you down the bottom what the font is like. And then we're just going to pull these little kind of points. I'm just going to do this. So I just wanted to go up at the start and then down. And then we're just going to change the color of it to white. So you bring it to the very top left-hand corner, and the background goes black, but it's not black when you add it to your design. And then click Add Element to Design. And then it appears on your artwork. So when you have it on your artboard, then you can increase the size, and you can kind of do all the things that you could before. You can tilt it, and you can make it increase the size, tilt it. But what you can do is that you can go back in and you can change it again. So that's not always the case with some of the apps. Sometimes you have to start again, which is a bit of a pain. But within Typecraft, you actually can go in. So say I didn't like this curve maybe, so I just wanted to reduce that down slightly. So you can just move the little anchor points and then update element, and it will change to the new version. And then and even if you've gone out of, so say you've gone to here and you want to, say you've closed Typecraft, you can still go back in and adjust it. So all you have to do is click on it twice and Typecraft app will open again. So but I don't want it to open again. So what I'm going to do then is I'm also going to reduce the transparency on this. So then we can see some of the sea in the background, which is kind of cool. I might just tilt it a little more. I just change that actually just slightly. So you can have a play around with it to whatever suits the curve or whatever it is that you're trying to follow. So I might just move it down slightly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another picture. So I'm going to click into elements again. You just need to roll that back up to the very top. If you've been in the apps area, it just moves it down. So we're going to go back up to, as I say, the elements. And I'm going to use this picture again. And this is why it was important that we had it, you know, so that you have it in a specific, position. So we can just move these in, and you can see then that it's on the exact same line because it looks exactly the same. So I'm just going to move it in and in on this side. So it's important that you use these sliders and not the anchor, because the anchor will reduce the size of it as opposed to bringing it in left and right. So we'll just undo that. And then I'm just going to move this one up here. Just bring that in slightly. And then I'm going to add a border to it. So we go to the top and click on border, and we're just going to make the weight about 10, and the border color I'm going to change to white. And then the one in the background, I'm going to reduce the transparency to about 60. So then what we might do is just increase the transparency of these just to make them a little stronger. And the same with this one. Just make that 70. It might just be too light. So the only thing I might do is I just might make this a little narrower just so we can see that it is faded, and we're just going to make it a bit taller just to make it kind of stand out a bit more. And basically there is your poster then, your surfing poster. If you've learned something new today, please hit that like and subscribe.